Mike, thank you for those warm and encouraging words. I also remember the time together. Not exactly the way you remembered it, but I remember the time together. Since Jim told me about this award, I've been really worrying about what to say. The biggest challenge to writing this presentation was trying to condense 35 years into a 90-minute speech. So what I'd like to talk to you about tonight is community. It's obvious as I look out at the sea of beautiful faces that it means so much to all of us, and it means so much to me. Make a decision and then work to make it the right one. Anybody ever hear that before? I have, and I know where it came from. It's one of the million ones that I use when he's not around. Don't give him credit for it. That's a Doc quote. But, and many of you may have read this. I just want to repeat what I had said on the decision to retire. That in August of 1979, Barbara and I moved with our two daughters, Kirsten and Laura, from Virginia to Athens, Ohio, and began a 35-year adventure in sports administration. That family decision has turned into the most rewarding, fulfilling times of our lives. And this journey to Athens, to Mankato, Minnesota, to Miami, Florida, and back to Athens has included professional and personal experiences that have exceeded our greatest expectations. But the most important have been the lifelong friendships that Barbara and I have made and have been so fortunate to keep. Each stop has contributed to our lives, but the past 18 years here in Athens with you will have the most lasting influence. Doc's right. This is a family, and it always will be. Choose work that you love, and you won't work another day. Confucius. Believing that, I have not worked a day in 30 years. And I don't want my classmates popping off saying you didn't need a quote to tell us that. So what I would like to do is name names. And the danger of naming names is the error of omission. So I'm apologizing in advance to those who I should have included in this, because I know there are more people than I'll have time to recommend or to mention in the 90 minutes that you've given me. In this chronology, I ask that you allow me to speak to the students, alumni, faculty, staff, and friends from each era in our program's development, and in doing so to speak to myself, a behavior that many of you have suspected or witnessed over time in the first place. The world has always existed, but in 1966 there was light. Dr. James Mason brought his foresight to Ohio University and with great determination brought his idea, fostered in the thoughts of Brooklyn Dodgers owner Walter O'Malley, for a sports administration program. Dr. Mason planted the seeds and together with Dr. Bill Stewart, his successor, carefully developed this idea into a reality. No small feat in the face of an often intransigent and always grinding university bureaucracy. So thank you, Dr. Mason, and thank you, Dr. Stewart. Foundations. Dr. Lavery, Dr. Wilkinson, and Dr. Higgins. Huey, Dewey, and Louie. No offense, Lou. The good, the bad, and the ugly, and I will let you make the individual assignments. Dr. Lavery for his leadership and confidence in those around him. Like the best leaders, he gave support and encouragement, identified available resources, and let people do their jobs. And doing their jobs built this sports administration program. So thank you, Dr. Lavery. I'm going to need your help with this one. Dr. Wilkinson, OJ. Owen James Macaulay Wilkinson, our yin to Doc's yang, an ant in grasshopper's clothing. Confessor, counselor to all of us, particularly when we felt bruised from an encounter in the corner office. This is our first symposium without OJ. my friend and professor, died last July. And I again ask that we all hold Sue and OJ's family in our continuing prayers, and that we appropriately all stand and take our glasses. So if you would, please stand. Vodka? The real deal? I know this is unfair, but if you want to do this, you have to get up here and make the speech. Scotch, how much?
All of it.
No. Someone's going to have to name this in the drink. Dr. Wilkinson's drink?
Silver bullet.
The silver bullet. So here I'm asking that you raise a glass. A silver bullet to the silver fox. To OJ. I think I understand how to drink this. Thank you, Dr. Wilkinson. And Doc. I'd like to hold my thoughts to this guy for a little later in the address when I'm closer to the door. Consolidation. Dr. Carr, Dr. Reese, and Dr. Brown. Shortly after my return to Athens, our school was fortunate to attract 3 new faculty members who had and continue to have a profound effect on our department. Dave Carr came as the head of physical education, which included the undergraduate sports industry program. Soon after, Dr. Jim Reese and Dr. Matt Brown joined. And Dr. Carr encouraged these 2 young professors to take the sports industry program and do something with it. And they did. So thank you, Dr. Carr. Under Matt's coordination, they turned to physical education and never refer to physical education as PE in front of him. I made that mistake once. I was down in OJ's office taking the bruises off. Turned the physical education-based program into a management-based curriculum that is the foundation for our current program. Matt also, in building a business minor in the curriculum, opened the door to the College of Business for our department, which would pay dividends in the next few years. Matt, where are you? Right here. Thank you. We owe you a lot. Shortly after the undergraduate and graduate programs were combined into a Department of Sports Administration, among other things, the department grew in the development of the new undergrad curriculum and generated credit hours, allowed us to add faculty and to hire a school director with a sport management background, Dr. Ming Lee. For over 10 years, Ming provided leadership in much the same vein, providing guidance and a framework and then allowing his team to do their work. He increased our global vision with relationships in China and Japan, but Dr. Lee's most significant contribution, from my view, was building a bridge to the academic community through his work with NASM, including serving as president of that organization. This enhanced relationship is important to us because it offers our faculty new opportunities for research and publication, opportunities that are vital for their professional development in the academy. Next month, Ming will be honored at the NASM convention with the Garth Payton Distinguished Service Award. From all of us, thank you, Ming, and we wish you continued success at Western Michigan. Getting to now, Jim Kaler. In 2005, our department, with the support of Dr. Lee and Dean Gary Neiman, lured Jim Kaler back to his roots. Actually, a ploy to get Katie to come back, but we didn't want to say that. During the past 9 years, as Executive Director of the Center for Sports Administration, Jim has created a vision of industry-academic integration and led us to that vision. His dedication and contribution has led our program and department to its current place. #1 in the world. In the world. any other circumstance tell the story, but not today and not here. Dr. King said, the ultimate measure of a man is not where he stands in moments of comfort or convenience, but where he stands at times of challenge. For the past 2 years, my great friend and colleague Jim Kaler has shown us the true meaning of character, the true meaning of commitment. He brought Katie back to us, our miracle with her $1 million smile. Thank you, Jim, and thank you, Katie.
Thank you.
You've been up once, but with the DSA faculty, please stand. With our department faculty, please stand. These outstanding individuals are central to the success of our department. And I'll tell you why, because each one of them, been that way all day, each one of them, at least I'm not sneezing, which was the last time I stood up here, each one brings a true passion to work every day. A passion for teaching and learning, and a passion for the growth and welfare of our students, and a passion for our culture. So I want to thank Dr. Michael Fall, newly minted tenured Associate Professor. Michael. Professor Aaron Wright. The director of our MAA program, a highly successful online program focused on the development of interscholastic athletic administrators. Aaron, thank you. Professor Kelly Walton. New to our department as a full-time faculty member, teaching principally online, but not new to our culture, someone who bought in right away, and you feel like she's been here the whole time. Dr. David Ridpath, my friend, a person of his own, a person who marches to his own drummer, and we should all think about that. You want yes men around you, I don't know why, you already know what they think. I want someone with an original thought and the spine to back it up. Dave will be going to Germany next year on a sabbatical. We're going to miss him, but we'll get him back the following year. Dave, thank you. Louis Iglesias, in his second year, an absolute find for us, focusing on undergraduate development, on career management for our students. There's some of our undergraduate students are here who understand the value that Louis has brought to our department. The caliber of students grows every year, and we hope that happens in all programs, but I see it happening in our undergraduate program, and I see the results of that growth and the results of Lou's support and effort in the placement rates and the job opportunities that have come to undergrads. Louis, thank you very much. Don, I'm going to get to you. Norm O'Reilly, our new chairman. We're poised for an exciting time in this program. I promise you that. We are poised for excitement. I talk to him every time I walk out of his office. He walks out of mine. My pulse is running about 170, and I know we're going places. Norm, thank you very much. I'm really excited about what you're bringing and what's going to happen to us in the future. Jim, you know what I think about you. You're a brother. I love you like nobody's business, and your family too. What you brought to this program, to our culture, absolutely strengthens us every day, and I'm so grateful that you're here. Thank you.
Thank you.
I've got two more thank yous, but they're mixed emotions. You know, we talk about being the #1 program in the world and what that means to our students and the placement rates, 100% placement. People call us, you're the best there is. and that's not hubris, no brag, just fact, as they said in the movie. Professor Packy Moran. It scares me to death to think of what we're going to do. And Anna, you better stand up. You're part of this team too. Packy has accepted a faculty position at the University of Iowa starting next fall in their sport management program, and we're so grateful to her. Dr. Gerard Higgins, my former student, my colleague, my great friend, a person who has brought a unique perspective to this program in our department, whose conference on youth sport in Africa has had a 10-year run attracting international exposure, speakers from around the globe. You've been a great addition to our faculty. And Gerard is also leaving. He has taken a position with the Sports Council in Qatar. So you'll not work something out on that. But Gerard, I want to thank you again for all you've done over the past 14 years for Ohio University and for sports administration. We will miss you dearly here. Thank you. One person is not here that I need to thank, and that's Dr. Heather Lawrence, the resident rock star of our department. Dr. Lawrence is in Gainesville at the memorial service for her University of Florida diving coach who was killed in an accident 2 weeks ago. But I talked to her before she left, and I want to thank her publicly for all she has done for this department, particularly for her leadership in the professional MSA program. I was at their ceremony this morning, and you could feel the sense of family in that group and how Heather is the core value of Heather in that program and in our department. So Heather, wherever you are, thank you very much. Today, Teresa Tedrow. For the past 14, seems like about 6 months to be honest, for the past 14 years I've been fortunate beyond all expectations and beyond all right. I've worked with Teresa Tedrow. To be honest, I've worked for Teresa Tedrow. She has been and continues to be the engine that drives our department, our coordinator, our conscience, our confidant, but most important to me, my trusted friend. We would be lost in the wilderness without you. So thank you so very much. Doc and Shirley. Is that door unlocked? Okay, thank you. I've been searching for words to say to you, but my vocabulary cannot measure to the task. So I ask that you accept these, the least inadequate. For 35 years you have been my mentor, and for 34 my friend. That first year was an adventure. 7 students over the age of 30, each knowing what was best, only to discover that we were mistaken repeatedly. To list the lessons that you taught me would take all of the previously threatened 90 minutes. But the most important involved reaching decisions. You told me that gray is most often a smoke screen, a diversion blocking us from the facts. Our issues are black and white, if only we have the conviction to face the facts and use them to make the decision, and once made, to face forward and work to make it the right decision. You also taught me to compromise, but never on principle. And you continue to show me the strength of a life based on faith and values. I cannot ever repay you, but I can tell you that I am and will forever be grateful to you both. Thank you. of you, our students and our alumni. Putting my granddaughter to sleep, so I'll hurry. I'm mindful of the keg tapping. You have always been and will always be the definition of our program. You are a purpose, and I am indebted to each of you. Your success has been my success, and I am so grateful to you all. Thank you. The future. Mine lies in fishing. A quote from a guy named Doug Adams who said that if we all really concentrated on what was important in life, there'd be a shortage of fishing poles. So I'm going to get mine out before you all figure that out. The future, though, for most of us will mean to continue to balance the unassuming privilege of this community with the responsibility for its welfare. As I said, we're headed in new and exciting directions. Dr. O'Reilly, the addition of new faculty, opportunities in this industry that are boundless. But Athens doesn't go forward without your support, and that's always been the case. Your input is your responsibility. The network is what we talk about. I've mentioned this before, but I want to reiterate it. The network. We talk about, it's who you know. But that's not the case. Our network is who knows you. Your network is who knows you. And our network is who knows us. And the critical factor is, how will we be known? For what will we be known? We have a collective responsibility to each other, to ourselves, to be known as leaders, to be known as compassionate, to be known as humble, to be known as reliable, and to be known as committed to our own excellence and to the excellence of those who work with us and work for us. It is critical that we continue that. It is critical that you provide input and support to this program. Your ideas are vital to our growth. Your thumbs are on the pulse of this global industry. We need to know what you're feeling and what you're seeing and what you're hearing. So please, stay connected. And last, I'd like to talk about what binds us as a community, what makes us a family. It took me a while to figure this out. It happened several years ago, and I was ashamed I didn't realize it many years ago. There's one word that holds us together, and that's love. Oh, where's he going with this? Several years ago, I was in an undergraduate class, and a sort of a little man, and a student said, "Doc, we love you." And I said, "Well, I love all of you too." And after the class, Roger came up and said, "Doc, you said you love all your students. What do you mean?" And I said, "Roger, do you care about your classmates?" He said, "Well, yeah." I said, "Do you care about people in the program, the faculty?" He said, "Well, yeah." Well, Roger, if caring is an expression that is not an expression of love, we're in a world of trouble. And he said, "Well, Doc, if that's the case, you care about, you wind up loving everybody." I said, "Yeah, what kind of a world would that be?" So I look out at this sea of faces, and I think how fortunate I've been, how fortunate I am. And I look down at my family, my immediate family, and I see the faces that I've loved my whole life and that have loved me. And I see the most beautiful face I've ever seen. The one that's been taking my breath away for over 50 years. And what I know is that I'm not fortunate, I'm blessed. I am blessed. And what I hope in my heart of hearts is that each of you is as blessed as I am. Thank you.